This is a public communication services collect call from
This is Stephen Avery.
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now. To hear the cost of this call, dial 8 now.
Hello?
To block any future collect calls, dial 77.
Hello?
To decline this call, hang up.
Oh, hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
How's your holidays?
Oh, good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. How are you?
I guess all right.
Yeah.
You know, talk to the pastor, and talk to Barbara, and
Uh-huh.
try and get a hold of an attorney.
Your attorney?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so I can have him come up here.
Yeah.
You know. So I don't know. I got blamed for some more stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why Jody got locked up, because of me. Yeah, now she can't talk to me, can't come to see me.
How does that make you feel?
It's just another step what they're doing,
Yeah.
but they ain't gonna get away with it. So I can tell the TV that I tell the lawyer I'm going to the TVs, so you better hurry up and get me out.
Yeah.
I didn't do it, so why should I be in here?
Yeah.
You know, he can go higher. Get right out of Manitowoc.
Mhm.
Manitowoc's against me,
Yeah.
so my case shouldn't have to be there.
Right.
You know. They're not. How are they going to get me? I can't get a fair trial. There's no way. Well, then I got the blame for Brendan, too. The fired the lawyer. Well, he ain't no good anyway, but... You know, so I don't know. Well, at least Jody's home, so I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. She called to let me know today that she's out.
No.
Um,
Yeah, the pastor was going to call her.
yeah.
I ain't got nothing to do with it. I didn't report her.
Right.
She wants to hate me for that. Well, I guess she knows what to do.
Yeah.
If she thinks I did it, then, you know, I don't want to be with her if she don't believe me.
Yeah.
So then I got rid of everybody. Family and her. You know?
Yeah, I was wondering how you felt on Sunday because I didn't know if anybody was able to visit you on Sunday.
No, it was all right.
Did you have any visitors, do you?
No.
That seems unusual for you.
Huh?
That seems unusual for you.
I'll get used to it. I just tell my lawyer, you know, get me out. Do what you have to do. You know? Because if he believes me, I should be out.
Well, if only it were that simple. You know it's much more complicated than that.
Yeah, but he should know 9 o'clock's against me. So he should take it higher. You know? Take it right out of the county.
Mm-hmm.
Take it to Green Bay or Milwaukee or whatever.
Yeah.
Or even Madison. You know? Yeah, everything they're trying to do is against me.
Yeah.
You know? So, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, of course that seems like a reasonable thing to want, you know. And obviously I can't comment on what you and your attorneys are planning together for this, but, you know, it seems like something you should be able to talk to them about, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't want that at one. Well, don't pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have you been feeling that way all along, Stephen, or?
Yeah. Well. No. And I don't know about Chuck either.
What do you mean?
Because he might have something to do with this. He's after Jody. He's the one who told me that she wasn't coming up. He's probably the one who locked her up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Talking about this whole situation.
Oh, with Jody getting locked up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or even with Teresa. I don't know if he didn't have nothing to do with it. I don't know how bad he wants Jody. You know? I don't know. All I know is I know I didn't do it.
Yeah.
So at least somebody else. Somebody else must know something. You know? Somebody's got to know the junkyard.
I mean, like we talked about before, Stephen, obviously the most important thing is that you know you didn't do it, and
Yeah.
you know you said that from the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, and if that's the message you want people to reach,
Well, yeah.
I mean, you want to reach people, and you know, there's been no other, you know, there's been no reports otherwise.
No.
And from the beginning, you've been saying that you're innocent, you know.
No.
But
Yeah, but they wouldn't look at nobody else. They're paying all their attention to me.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
And they shouldn't be doing that.
yeah,
That's what they did before.
yeah. But I mean, how have things been going with Chuck? I mean, do you think that he's affected by what's happening to your relationship with him? I mean, do you think he cares about you?
Some days I got my feeling that he's got something to do with it. And sometimes I don't. You know?
But I'm not talking about what may or may not have happened in the case. I'm just saying, do you think that, I'm asking you if you think Chuck is being affected by, you know, what's happening between the two of you.
Well, yeah, it's affecting everybody.
Yeah. So, I mean, has he been able to tell you how he feels about the conversations you've had about Jody, or, I mean, do you...
Yeah, he thinks it's funny. He laughs in my face. And he tells me there's a lot of stuff that I don't know about with Jody. You know, he wants to rub it all up my face. You know? And he tells me, oh, you can have her.
He says that to you.
Yeah. So I don't want her. She's trouble.
And how does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me mad.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I can trust her or not. You know, I don't know what she's doing. Everybody's saying this and that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't care about nothing. Just to get out and leave. You know? So, I don't know. I figure my family divorced me when I was married to Lori. Everybody wanna...
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
They couldn't keep their business on their own side.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Ma. And she had to come up all the time with Lori and everything else. And so Lori wasn't saying nothing, and I don't need to know nothing or whatever happens out there. You know. Like, so I don't worry about nothing or something. I don't know.
when your mom was visiting you last time around.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard. It was hard the first time. This time it's worse. Now there's a lot of fight over the phone. You know, arguing. But I guess I deal with that now. I don't call them anyway.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna call Chucky no more. Now she's got a block on it, so she'll probably get that off later, but I won't call anyway.
Yeah.
It don't pay. All I'm gonna do is argue anyway.
Yeah.
So it don't pay for that.
Right. Well, that's true. I mean,
You know, that just gets me mad and upset. And,
right.
you know, I don't need none of that.
Yeah.
You know, they're all against me. You know. But I guess I'll do time by myself. A lot of people do, so I'll wait. My roommate will be out here at 18, so then I'll be by myself, so then I'll tell him I don't want nobody else in here.
Yeah.
You know, I won't trust nobody else. They're saying something.
Yeah.
So they talked to him already. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess that's about it. But I don't see how they could keep me from Jody. You know?
Yeah. I don't know how that works. I don't know what
You know. It's
what
another,
authority there is, or
that's just another thing that they got control.
yeah.
You know, if I have to, I'll break everything off. You know?
But Stephen, maybe you could look at it as, you know, the time away from Jody right now is being imposed by the state. You know, it's not something like Jody's asking for, and I mean, maybe some good can come of it, because if you two has been struggling, you know, over the phone and whatever, and I'm not saying you have, but
Yeah, but then she should have enough, I don't know, enough brains to get out of there. See, she should have been living in Oshkosh already, away from him.
yeah,
You know, if she didn't want the problem, she shouldn't be asking for problems.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
so I figured if there's so many problems there, she don't know which way to go. Well, get away from it then.
yeah,
You know, the pastor said she'll move her in anytime.
yeah,
She'll go pick her up.
yeah,
You know, all she has to do is go pick her up.
right,
You know, they say probation, switch it to Oshkosh, and that's it.
yeah,
If they say no, well, then I can sue them.
yeah,
You know, because that's her life. You know, she gotta move so she don't drink,
right,
and the state is supposed to be helping her,
yeah,
not make things worse.
yeah, I hear you.
You know,
Were you able to talk to Jody about her feelings about
no, I haven't talked to her in a long time.
Yeah. Because I know when she mentioned it to us, you know, she was saying that she felt like Oshkosh was far from here,
Was what?
was far away, you know. But of course on top of it is, you know, it's not only moving away, but it's also moving, you know, to a strange place and with, you know, virtual strangers, and that I would think is understandable, you know. But I understand what you're saying too about, you know, having to make certain sacrifices in order to get on your feet.
Oh, yeah. Well, then she can get her a job and everything else
Yeah,
to get her on her feet.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
She take her around and get her a job and that.
yeah,
You know, she'll help.
yeah. Well, I think you're both in a terrible position because obviously what you want most is to be together, and
Well, yeah.
that's impossible right now. You know, and you talked about being afraid of what's to come, so,
Well, yeah.
you know, because you can't predict what will happen in the fall, you know. But it's, of course, if you know, you're struggling with each other, you know, it just makes it worse. You know?
Well, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Maybe you can look at this time apart, you know, even if it's like not, if it's imposed by an outside force, you know, maybe you can just try to see what good can come of it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe hold on to that.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever thought of it in that way?
You know, but sometimes that ruins everything too, though, when you're apart that long.
Say that again, Steve, I can't hear you.
I said sometimes that hurts being apart for that long too.
Yeah.
You know, that could destroy the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
you're talking to somebody and they saying something, and you hear something else, and
Right.
you know.
Yeah, well, the reality is you two obviously don't have any privacy right now.
No.
You know, your visits are monitored, your calls are monitored. You know, she's not living on her own, you know. So it's hard.
You know. Well, yeah, I can't do nothing without them knowing about it.
Yeah.
That ain't right. I'm supposed to be coming for myself, and they know what I'm doing. I can't even talk to the lawyer over the phone. It's been recorded. You know, where is there any justice? You know, you think you would talk to your lawyer in private,
Yeah.
and you can't even do that.
Yeah.
That's why I got to tell him. He's got to get going.
Yeah. Well, Stephen, I know in the past when we've talked about the film project and we've talked about your case, you've definitely talked about wanting the truth to come out.
Yeah.
You know, and we've also talked about, I mean, I think what I'd like to hear from you, and of course we're recording this, we're recording it right now. You can say hi to her, she can hear you.
Oh, hi.
I'll say hi back. I guess, you know, the issue is there can be a truth, but then there can be the whole truth. And I think part of the truth can be if you want people to know that you're innocent, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And then another part of the truth can be what actually happened.
Uh-huh.
But I think it's clear that people may never know what actually happened, you know. So would it be enough for you, for people to merely believe that you're innocent?
Oh, yeah.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
So talk to me about that.
Well, I want everybody to know I'm innocent. You know, that's the biggest thing. I'm not going to do 18 years and get out and do something stupid. You know, not when I got everything going. You know, I want people to believe in me.
And maybe what I was asking wasn't totally clear because I guess, I mean, it is obvious that, you know, you would be satisfied if people believed you, that you were innocent or came to believe that through the course of the trial. But do you feel like people would be able to believe that if they didn't know what the alternative was, if they didn't know what really happened? I mean, what reason do you think people would have to believe that you're innocent at this point?
I don't know. I don't know how to say it. It's hard. prove my innocence is, I guess nobody would know that, except for me, you know, and the person who did it, you know. I know I didn't, so that leaves the other guy, or whoever did it, you know, unless he comes forward and say he did it, where everybody can see that I was telling the truth, you know.
Well, you know, one principle of law that there is, and this should apply at trial for the jury, that, you know, there's the principle of the presumption of innocence, which Dean talked about at one of your hearings.
Yeah.
Do you think that people at this point, members of the public, you know, people who have seen you on TV, in the newspaper, heard about you on radio, do you think that there are people out there, say just in the Manitowoc area, who are presuming that you're innocent?
Right now, I'd have to say that they think I'm all guilty. But that ain't just in Manitowoc. That's all over the state of Wisconsin.
And why do you think people believe that you're guilty?
Huh?
What is causing them to believe that you're guilty, do you think?
Well, probably the detectives talking to Brendan and Brendan's statement. Probably is the biggest thing. Because he is 16 years old and he's scared, don't know what to say. Because the detectives are dirty. You know, I asked them to talk to my lawyer too, and they told me later. You know, they took me to the hospital, then they took me down to the police station. You know, and they never gave me a lawyer to talk to my lawyer. They knew what they were doing. You know, they don't go by the law. They ain't got no law. I'm in the same situation that I was before. There's a couple of them who want to nail me. And the other ones did. But nobody speaks up. You know? But I gotta go through this over and over. You know?
Well, another thing that occurred to us when we were working recently is,
Huh?
another thing that occurred to us when we were working recently is something that you and I talked about in the past, about when you were in prison the last time.
Yeah.
And there was definite pressure on you to confess to having assaulted Penny. And you refused to do that because you knew you were innocent. You know,
And I still didn't hear you.
I said in the past, you and I talked about the fact that when you were in prison the last time,
Yeah.
you refused to confess to something that you did not do. You were not willing to say that you assaulted Penny, even though you were fully aware that if you didn't admit to it, you would be in prison for
Yeah.
a much longer time
Yeah.
than if you confessed to something
Yeah.
falsely.
Yeah.
And I wonder if you can talk to me a little bit about that, because what doesn't make sense to me is, you know, this theory now that's being put out there, at least by, I think it was by other inmates. I don't know. I know it was reported that you know, had been planning this for a long time. And, you know, that seems totally inconsistent with your behavior in prison, that, you know, if you were inclined to do something criminal, and you were planning to do it, why wouldn't you try to get out sooner? Why wouldn't you falsely confess to something? You know, that doesn't seem consistent with somebody who...
Well, you know, I suppose if I had something planned, you know, I'd admit it, you know, for something I didn't do.
Right.
To get out. But see, I know I didn't do it. And just at last, you know, I knew I only had a couple more years left. You know, so I was getting out soon. But I don't know, come back and realize that, you know, how much time I'd done so far and everything else. And then I found with the Innocent Project, well, that was all good, you know. I never had bad hopes. No, it was always good hopes, you know.
Right. But it seems like the thing that you valued most then, Stephen, was your own honor.
You know?
You know, that...
Well, that's the biggest thing. You know, I'm not going to lie. You know, I want people to believe me. You know, I don't like to have them kind of crimes and go to jail and have problems in there. You know, but I had to stick with it. You know, I ain't going to, you know, they always told me if you admit to it, we'll let you out. Otherwise you'll be here until you're MR. You know. That's why I would be here to my mark, because I ain't admit to it. I'm not stupid for something I didn't do. Admit to something. You know.
Right.
That's not me.
So how do you respond then, Stephen, to people saying that you were planning to do something else when you got out? I mean, do you think that that is consistent at all with, you know, what you were just saying?
No, I didn't have no plans. I guess there's 2 inmates in Green Bay that says I had something planned. But I don't ever talk to nobody there. The guys we said it, I've never even seen. You know? I might have seen them maybe walk.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Walking past them or something. You know, but you can't just stop there and talk. You know? Because you have officers. Let's move on. You know, so you can't talk and say anything. That's why I don't see how they can come up with this. You know, they're lying. They want some time off.
Yeah.
You know. Otherwise, I suppose they think they can get a break if they say something. You know, I don't know how much time they got or whatever.
Yeah.
But I won't play nothing. I won't harm nobody. You know. I might get loud, talk loud, complain a lot, but I ain't gonna hurt nobody. You know. And especially if you're gonna plan something. You know, you do 18 years and you plan something, and you're proving your innocence all the while. Yes. Why even get out then? You know, if you're coming right back. And I was happy when I got out. I probably was the happiest man on earth. You know, I didn't have hate in there. Who would? You know, for something you didn't do. Just like now. I'll holler on the phone. I'll complain, cuss. Who won't? Show me one person who won't. You know, if it's happened the second time for something you didn't do. You know? Of course, you got all that stuff up in you. You know, what could happen. You're looking at life debt for something you didn't do. I don't think you can show me one person who won't have anger. You know? When I left the prison, the anger left. It was gone. It stayed there, behind them gates. It didn't come out with me. I don't know where it went. I couldn't even talk about it, because I don't know. But then it's happened again. And it's been all that stuff back. The anger and complaining. You know? They hear this and you hear that. You get upset more. And then You know, they complain a lot, and you're thinking about the phone, or it'll be shut off again, and it's costing so much money to just to talk. You know, that's all building up. And then you got you locked up in a room with nobody. You know, you can't go nowhere. You can't do nothing. So you're here by yourself. And then they put somebody in here, and they, I don't know, it's like they're snitching, see if they can get something out of me. You know. So they keep up, see what they can do. You know. You know, well, it's nice to have somebody in here. You know. But I ain't gonna admit to somebody that I did it or didn't do it. You know. I ain't gonna talk to them about it. You know, I'll talk, you know, on the TV, what's on the TV. But that's about it to them. You know, I ain't say nothing else because I know what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
They're trying to push the buttons, you know. So, I don't know. I figure when this one is out, this one's a good one, so, you know, he's got Jesus, you know, does the Bible and everything else, so, you know, he's honest. He ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know, he's got his life back on track. But after this, I don't want nobody in here.
When did you say your roommate was leaving, Steve?
Huh?
When did you say he's leaving?
Probably around the 18th, I think.
The 18th of June?
Yeah. You know. So after that, I'll be by myself.
Yeah.
You know. And they don't trust me around here anyway. You know. I can't go nowhere. I gotta wear shackles. You know. The officers don't even like looking at me. You know, unless they have to. You know. Sometimes they act like they're being nice, but they ain't. They're all scared of me. And there's only one here. There's a guy that he'll come in and put the shackles on me, open up the door, you know, then I'll be on the table. But otherwise, that's it. Everybody talks about me here, you know. Just like my roommate now, they talk about him. Says, why are you in there? You might as well get out of there, you know. And how is the guy supposed to feel? You know.
What do you think, Stephen, they talk about him and what?
Huh?
What do you think they talk about him and what?
Well, yeah, they talk about him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they tell him to get out of here, that he's getting too close to me and everything else.
Oh, so you're saying they're warning him about befriending you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like all you're going to do is tell the truth anyway. You know? Right. You can't say something about somebody if you don't know them.
Right.
You know? That's why everything come on TV. You know, they say, don't talk to the public, you know, the lawyers, the DA, and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody else does. They can't go a couple of days without putting me on there.
Right.
You know? How are you going to get a fair trial? You know, they say, well, after maybe 6 months, everybody, it all died down. Well, it can't die down. It's always on TV. When it goes out, they always talk about me. You know?
That's an excellent point. It's true.
Yeah. Or you put on a Milwaukee station. You know, they're showing my pictures of some kids.
Yeah.
You know? I said, what does that got to do with this? Now, what they trying to do? Make me a pedophile? You know?
And I remember when you said, you were like, at least some of the kids, you know, at least the kids weren't afraid of me.
Yeah. They say, yeah, you know, I'll go with him. You know?
Yeah. So, well, that was...
Yeah. Well, I ain't hurt nobody.
Yeah.
They got me like a worse than an animal. Well, animals got more rights than me.
Yeah, I hear you.
He's an animal to get out of his cage once in a while, run loose. Here I can't. I'm stuck. You know,
I hear you, Stephen.
you know, they think a guy can do everything. You know, I suppose.
Well, what have you done since I saw you on Thursday?
Nothing. Watch TV,
Yeah.
play some cards, sleep most of the day.
Yeah.
That's about it. Not very much to do.
Well, should we come see you Thursday night? Or
Huh?
should we come see you Thursday night?
Well, I don't care. That's up to you.
Well, that's a nice invitation.
If you got, I suppose if you got time or something.
Yeah, we'll make time.
Then it'd be nice.
Okay, that's better.
It's always nice to have somebody. You know. Yeah, as long as I can't see Jody, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose you're the second best thing.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Next best thing to come up and see me.
Well, thank you.
You know.
Yeah, I know I'm no substitute, but,
You know. You know.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to come.
Yeah.
But, you know, of course I want to check with you because, you know, you might have something else in mind, so. But if that's okay with you, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, good. So, yeah, we'll be here if you want to call us between now and then.
Well,
And,
yeah, I suppose then. Talk to you later then.
okay, Stephen.
All right, thanks.
So take care.
Yeah, you too then.
In a few days.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.